everyone. Welcome to the Grandma Bernie Show on the low. Now, all of our on the low programs will not have any title. Why? Because only the wise people who listen to the show will get this tidbit of information. So always stay tuned and always listen to on the low programs that we have. And take a look at the video, of course. Well, anyway, what we're going to do today is take a look first at all these lovely lanterns. Aren't they nice? And most people bypass these. When they be out, shopping, yard sales, stuff like that. But take a look at this. Guess what's in there? Used cooking oil. Okay, that was the first one. So we're going to do some different ones a lot better this time. But it actually works. It doesn't fume. It doesn't smoke. But we will be adding some fragrance to it. So first, we're going to have a funnel. These things here so that a strainer. And a piece of fabric for the oil to flow through so we can strain it. And this, my friends, is pure frankincense. Now, you'll be surprised. Frankincense is like a rock. It's very hard. Now, I'll get that up in a minute. But we're going to scent one lantern with pure frankincense. And then one with pure nard. This is nard like when the lady poured the alabaster box on Jesus' feet with that wonderful perfume. Well, it was called nard. It says nard in the Bible. It's actually spikenard, but then it has another name for the original part that they used to make the perfume. But anyway, this is it. And I won't be putting very much in it, and all this trade stuff going on. And this comes way from another part of the world. And so this is frankincense. So we use it sparsely, but enough to get the job done. Because once we put it in the oil, it's going to stay in that lantern until we wash it out. Because even if we use up all the oil, the fragrance will kind of accumulate down at the bottom and keep giving fragrance to anything that's in there. So, and this, of course, this is what you use to put out your lanterns or candles. This is a very safe method instead of blowing them out. But the lanterns also come with the little knob there. But I like to have it handy, never know. And this is some used cooking oil. We used the oil for the last time as much as we could. And I don't mind showing Food Line here. They're okay. They have a lot of diversity when they have different suppliers and stuff like that. So Food Line, you're all right with me. So I hope you don't mind being on the show. But anyway, Grandma Bernie will be right back with you. Let's get everything together. Okay, and we're back. And Grandma Bernie and I are working on this. She's holding it. We got the funnel up under there. And then we got the strainer under there. So the strainer's inside the funnel. And then we took our little very thin fabric. You can use this by anything, just as long as the oil will go through it, but capture the particles. Now, what we're going to do is slowly pour in the oil. Grandma Bernie, hold that, please. Steady. 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 Very good, Grandma Bernie. This is great, yeah. We just keep on pouring. Woo. Okay. And we let that go on down. Now you can strain this as much as you like, as many times as you want. But for time's sake, you get the idea. It's going down, it's going down. And so it's reached this point, and hold a moment, we'll be right back with you. Now we're back, and Grandma Bernie and I have gotten the lanterns lids off. See those? You can buy those. A big wound piece, a big old wound of it. And you can also make them. This is interesting. They just this is very old. Took a piece of fabric and sewed it on both sides and just, ran it through the filtering set, the slot for the wick to go through. It's just interesting how they did things. So simple. So you don't have to buy it. You can make it as long as it's like something like cotton. You'll be fine. But you can buy them also, woven that way. Anyway, we have the oil in these two lanterns, and that's the one, the original. So what we're going to be doing is, for number one, we're going to take the spike nard that we have. No, this is the frankincense. We're going to take it, all of it. These little pellets. Number one, they're expensive, high quality. We don't want to lose anything. And this stuff will scent oil for a very long time. People still use this frankincense. That's all we need to do. Excuse me for the camera moving. I just don't want to lose any of it. Boop. There you go. And we're just going to put the lid back on. Okay, that's one. Back in order. Now this one here, as we said, we were going to use pure spikenard. Nard. My sense tells me to stir that. But I'm going to leave it alone for right now. I don't want to stop the camera because we can shake it a little bit. Put the wick in. Get on in there. Make sure you got it level. I need a camera person to help me in time, right? Okay. So now we got the oil in both and the caps in. We got the fragrance in. And Grandma Bernie is holding that one. And we're going to light these in just a moment. It's just nice learning new things, isn't it? You just never know. Look, Grandma Bernie, that's another mini-series. We're not talking about Burketown tonight, okay? That's a whole nother program. The Burketown mini-series. So we're not going to talk about that tonight, okay? Yes, we know being prepared is important, to have these things on hand in case of emergency, and solar and a different way of doing things. I understand, Grandma Bernie, but not tonight, not on our show, okay? Oh, we love you, Grandma Bernie. Hold, please. Okay, we're back. We've got light. This one here isn't lighting. We don't know what's going on. I have changed the whole lid, which you can tell is quite old. It has a lot of age. I say maybe from the 1800s. But anyway, couldn't get it to light, so I didn't want to hold the show up any further. But this just lets you know that you can reuse cooking oil to give you light in case of an emergency. It's better than no light at all. And then with the fragrance, it's going to be like an air freshener. So Grandma Bernie and I said we just wanted to share this little on the low knowledge. Thank you. And we hope you've enjoyed the Grandma Bernie show. I got to turn this wick down. But anyway, while I have you on the show, I want to do a quick commercial about lighting a lantern. Okay, when you light a lantern and you see it begin to smoke, let's see if it's going to give us some smoke. You can't. That one gave off smoke a few minutes ago, but when you have the wick too high. But this one doesn't seem to be having a problem. But your wick is too high when your lantern begins to smoke. Just turn the wick down lower into the lantern. Because the taller your wick is, the more smoke you're going to get. So that's something I wanted to share as you're using your lantern. You'd be like, gosh, it's smoky in here. It's smoky because why? You didn't turn the wick down. You have to adjust it. And sometimes, you have to clip them too. So just like a candle, just keep it clean. And I just want to make sure that I shared everything. And we're going to get this one here to work as soon as... it might just need a little time for the wick to get wet. This wick, it seemed to do fine. I don't know. But we'll just check it out and see. But again, the Grandma Bernie Show on the low shared this very important information with you. So as always, Grandma Bernie loves you. Bye-bye.